on, guys? Welcome to the Air Therapist channel. My name is Eddie, and today we're going to talk about the 3 R's that lead to divorce.
Will you be right?
Okay, so it's a new year, and typically I get a lot of inquiries for marriage counseling around the holidays and post-holidays, and I wanted to share some of the things that I see that lead up to divorce. A lot of people struggle with their marriages, and so here's the 3 R's so you can try to avoid this for your marriage or even relationship. You don't even have, this can be applied to a relationship. So here we go. Routine. After about 3 or 4 or 5 years, you have a child or you have a family, you have careers, you have a mortgage. There's a lot of logistics that go involved in administration of the house and children. Got to drop off the kids, got to pick them up, you got to go shopping, you got to do this, you got to go to soccer. And so then the household, the husband and wife begin to stray away from having a relationship into a routine. And it happens over long periods of time. It really, really doesn't happen overnight. It's almost impossible. And by the time you know it, their marriage falls into these monotonous patterns. And the monotony tends to be just it's the tone of the marriage. And this always leads to communication, lack of communication, diminished skills in managing critical conversations or even a healthy argument. And 65% of divorces are attributed to communication issues. And I wholeheartedly believe that it starts with this going from relationship to routine. So that's the first R, and that could lead you towards divorce. So the second R is resentment. After the routine sets, unresolved discussions or desires or dissatisfied issues in the marriage without any open discussion, instead of having the conversation or even wanting the conversation, it tends to go into resentment. And this is where people, in resentment, relationship and routine, you kind of start disconnecting a little, but the routine kind of keeps the appearance of the relationship there. But then once you get to resentment, you really start disconnecting. I tell my people that I counsel, it's either connected or disconnecting. So here, people are having more space in between, and the further apart emotionally they are, the less likely they are to have a conversation. Even think about it practically, literally. If you're too far apart from someone, if there's too much physical space, there's 20 feet away from you from a person, you can't have a conversation. But this happens emotionally to people in a marriage. They're right next to each other, but emotionally they're 20, 30 feet apart. And this is where the resentment starts to bleed into their consciousness. And resentment is a cancerous thing for any relationship, specific, and that's not specific for marriage. And this inability to reconnect is almost impossible for them. And this leads to the final phase that will eventually lead to a divorce, and that's regret. Individuals start thinking about another life. They start thinking about what could it have been if I didn't get married, or what my life can be outside of marriage. And this is the space where people usually start flirting, pun intended, with other individuals, sharing their feelings. They start feeling understood. They start having a relationship. Even a relationship, it could be a person, but it can be a relationship with the imagination of another life. And that becomes more important and emotional for them. So these are the 3 R's that will lead to divorce. Now, in my professional opinion and in my experience, I believe that you can really stop traffic if you can identify if your marriage is in a routine or relation type of thing. I'm going to give you one tidbit of advice. It's powerful, it's easy. And for you not to fall into this routine and relationship conundrum, you don't want to be in a routine, you want a relationship. You want to spend at least 30 to 45 minutes talking to your partner about how their day went, how they're feeling, what's important. Maybe take a walk together. I know life can get busy, but it's worth an investment. It's going to cost you a lot more if you don't make these strides to have this connection with your partner. If you let your relationship bleed into resentment and regret, and you decide to come to marriage counseling, it's fixable, but it's a lot harder once you let it kind of really scar you over the years that you didn't have this connection with your partner, or they did something to you to hurt you. So those are the 3 R's of resentment. I wanted to share that with you. You know, the 3 R's have a lot of subparts, but that's just a concentrated version on it. That's all I got today for you guys. If you like the content, hit like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you later. And remember, people don't have ideas. Ideas have people.